Hey guys, this is DOJO MOJO, and today I'm back with another video. Now, in this video, I'll be talking about how you can draw simple poses with just some simple shapes. Now, today I'll be using another sketchbook of mine's. This one's much older, but I still like to draw in it because of the texture of the paper, and I just prefer it over my other one, even though I use that one more often now. But yeah, today I'll be showing you how to draw simple poses. So as you can see, I'm drawing something random here, but I'm just using shapes like rectangles, squares, and stuff like that, just to get the basic shape of the torso, the hips, the legs, and everything like that. And that's just one of the things I noticed that when I'm drawing, you never just start drawing like the detail and things like that. You always have to, sort of flesh everything out before you get into the nitty gritty stuff. So here I am. I'm doing the arms now, and as you can see, the top part of the top part of the arm is sort of like this. Like it's bigger over here but smaller over here. This is just to help me know that this is like the deltoid and this is like the elbow part, so that when I'm actually drawing out those shapes like the muscles and stuff like that, it's much easier to tell which is which. So that's just one of the things I use to help me when I'm drawing. There you go. And as for the hands, now this part is sort of really just depends on the angle you're drawing. Like if the hands are flat, I would just go for a more simplistic rectangular shape like this. And then if they're like sort of open like this, almost like that at an angle, I would go for this rectangular cube shape to show that the fingers are spreading out and things like that. So in this pose, the hands are gonna be like this. Not too much going on here, just simple blocks and stuff. And I'll connect the two parts like that. And for the neck, I'll just draw another line. And there you go. I've already simplified this pose by just using shapes. And it hasn't even taken me like, a minute or 5 minutes to do it. Just simply drawing rectangles or circles or lines or heck, even like freaking squiggles or whatever helps you to get to that pose. As long as you're not taking too much time detailing everything at the start, then you should be good to go. Yeah, I believe you should be good to go if you get that. So that's just one of those poses I'm gonna do. Now, the second pose I'm gonna do is sort of like a karate pose. So I'm gonna draw the head here. Probably can't see, it's way at the top. But I'll just try my best to fit it into the paper. Okay. Now in this pose, the person I'm drawing is sort of like in a fighting stance or something like that, preparing to attack the opponent. I'm not gonna draw the opponent, but this is just an example of how you can use simple shapes. And right now you can only, as you've noticed, I've already gotten the head, the torso, the hips, and everything just by using rectangles and squares. It really doesn't take that long to do this. So, yeah, just basically don't overthink it. Just don't overthink it at all, and you'll get this part down like that quickly. There you go. And his legs are going to be twisted, and his foot actually is going to be faced like towards me. Okay. I think I should spread this out just a little more. It actually feels more lively. There you go. Something like that. Now that actually feels like a karate pose. There you go. Now it's gonna, sort of cover this other drawing. But I'm just showing you guys how simple it is just to get these really complex poses. with just shapes. I'm not here to, you know, overwhelm you with different, styles and stuff like that. So his fists are sort of clenched like that. Or maybe I'll bend them. Let me bend them. Okay. And maybe downwards a little. And just like that. And his hand's gonna be pointed upwards. Just like that. With his thumb and everything there. And as you notice, I'm using a sort of wider rectangle instead of a thin one because the hands are sort of at an angle. So let's say your hands are like this, okay? You're gonna draw them as a rectangle in a smaller rectangular shape because really there's not too many fingers here, and it's not really at like a 3/4 pose. Now if it's like this, you're gonna use a wider rectangular shape to get the palm and everything. You're not gonna use thin rectangles and stuff. Just basic logic there. And they just connect the two shapes just like that. Really that simple. Now I'm not gonna go into detail today because you know because of a time constraint and stuff. But just to show you how simple this process is. Just like that. Now it may not look completely like a karate pose as you can see, but this is just a tutorial. I can't stress it enough. And yeah, let me draw another pose. Now this one might be a little more difficult for me. So I'm thinking of someone like sort of standing on their, not really standing, but like using their arms and hands as support and sort of bending their legs like this, like that. So let me do that. And just using simple shapes, that's all I'm doing. So I will draw the hips like this. Not completely accurate, but that's what I got for today. There you go. And the legs are sort of like this because they're the muscles are being stretched, and um when you're doing poses like this in real life, you notice that they get skinnier, and when you squeeze the legs, the muscles start to compact and things like that. But I'll save that for like another video. Well, I just noticed you can't even see it. Sorry guys, sorry guys. And just like that, and I'll draw the back arm. And this one for the hand, it might be turned away just a little bit, so it doesn't like look too symmetrical, and it makes it look more dynamic. There you go. And I'll make this other part just like that. And yeah, connect the neck. And that's basically it. Now this pose is sort of like a yoga pose or something like that. I'm not into yoga, so if you know what it is, just tell me what it is in the comment section. But the person is sort of stretching his legs and hips and everything. So yeah, this is really it. Don't have to spend too much time worrying about the the hips or whatever, or the torso. Just simply drawing shapes using circles or squiggly lines or even rectangles can really help you if you're trying to get down those complex poses. Now when you detail them, it's not to say that they're gonna look too good, but if you're able to master this, then you should be good later on when you're drawing other poses. Okay guys, now this is the end of my tutorial, and if you want to look for me on social media, I have an Instagram account. It's called Barry_draws, and I'll leave the link in the description below. And you can also find me on Google Plus, and I'll leave that link in the description below, where you'll see all of my drawings and stuff like that. Now this is really it, all I have to tell you about drawing poses with shapes and stuff like that. And if you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more content from this channel. And this is Dojo Mojo, and peace out.